Yo, I am in the kids' room, so a lot of stuff from the baby shower, and here's other things. We got the bassinet there. We got a tower of diapers right there. But yeah, I'm just filming in this room because I got nowhere else to film, and it's kind of loud outside because we got the laundry going on. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I've noticed a pattern just recently, or just like coincidentally. A lot of my clients are going through like some dramatic stuff in their life, and a lot of it is just seeing the health of like other people in their life. That could be like family members getting sick, like getting sick to the point where like they had got to go to the hospital, or just friends getting sick as well. And I guess this is where like I'm gonna share my video, or like my point on why like these traumatic events are what's gonna help you be consistent long term, right? Because I've dealt with this like in my life as well, even at an early age, like at the age of 20, um, is when something super traumatic happened in my life, and I was like, yo, like I gotta like put my life, or like put my health and fitness like up here rather than down here now. So yeah, like it all started back in 2016, 2017, and yeah, like I honestly believe like these traumatic events really shape you, because this has been like on my mind for so long. It's been to like at like to the point where like I thought about this traumatic event every single day for 5 years straight. Okay. And that is the passing of my aunt back in 2017. Okay. So the last half of 2016, my aunt was bedridden, um, because she had cancer, and she passed away in the beginning of January. Okay. And yeah, like I'm just saying this because like a lot of my clients are facing this struggle right now. What happened during that time is we would visit my aunt every single week at the hospital. And it was to the point where like I didn't like going to the hospital because I just hated seeing how much pain she was in. Like just seeing her scream for no reason out of pain, and also being fed the food that doesn't even look good, but also just being weak and frail. Like she became very weak and frail, and like during her last days. Um, but yeah, the cancer was hitting her so bad. But also like one of the very biggest things that stood out to me was when all of my cousins, we came there for Christmas to eat dinner with her, and it was like a Chinese Chinese food type of Christmas. And then she, before going into that dinner at the hospital, so we brought takeout Chinese food. She wasn't eating at all. Okay, she wasn't able to eat food. When she did eat food, she just throw it up. Okay, so what happened is like me and my cousins, we went to the hospital, we brought some Chinese food, and then she ate the Chinese food with us. It was kind of like a last Christmas dinner for her. Yeah, what happened is like we had the Christmas food, the Chinese food. She was eating it surprisingly, and to the point where like midway through like our dinner, she had to like exit the room, and she needed help to like vomit it all out. Her body couldn't take it. Okay, but then just seeing her struggle, and just do that just so that all of our cousins can just have like one dinner together for the last time. I don't know. That's like, of course, that's love, but I just hated like how seeing how she just suffered just to just see us happy. And yeah, it just goes to show like in her last days, she was super weak to the point where it's like she was dying in the bed. Like that made me think hard about her health at that time, right? So she dealt with like a lot of things in life, um, stress, other personal things, but also like the sickness. And when I thought about that, it made me think like, okay, so what can I do to like never be in that situation? Well, like I'm not talking down on like, oh, like she brought that to herself. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like, what can I do to avoid being in a hospital, avoid being taken care of, avoid being um, weak and frail and having cancer, right? So I thought about that every single day for 5 years straight. And I think that's what led to me having anxiety and depression back in 2020. Yeah, I thought about that every single day. And that's one of the biggest traumatic events that happened to me where I was like, yo, like if I want to avoid being sick or being in the hospital, I'm just gonna, I don't care. Like I hated seeing how my aunt was feeling, seeing her in pain. Like I'd rather just work out 3 times a week and eat healthy to avoid that kind of like suffering. That's what made me eat better. That's what made me be active. That's what made me try to avoid anything that stresses me out in life. That's what made me have a more positive mindset, because as we know, like stress kills. Like it's a very cliche saying, but honestly, stress does kill you, right? So yeah, like I did everything in my power in order to just have a healthier life, because as you know, like healthy body, healthy mind. You're just going to um, not deal with any health concerns. And there's a lot of like a lot of our family and friends, like they always have these health concerns, and you really want to help them, but then you just can't. But yeah, that's honestly something I just wanted to share today, because I feel like a lot of my clients have been dealing with that. But for sure, like that's what's made me consistent long term. Like that's one of the biggest factors that have helped me stay consistent with my health and fitness. It's helped me get to where I am today. But if if I'm being honest, if you're not willing to accept the truth, and if you're not willing to actually do the work to get healthy and get fit, and honestly, it's not even that, like it's not a lot of work. It should be seen as like a non-negotiable, kind of like how you brush your teeth every single day, right? It's just something that you just do, that just becomes autopilot, right? But yeah, if you're not willing to accept that, like these are things that are going to get you stronger, it's gonna be hard for you to lose weight, right? It's gonna be hard for you to have a fit and healthier life. Usually around this point, this is when like a lot of ladies give up. This is when a lot of ladies, like something traumatic happens, they drop their health and fitness. They don't care about anything at all. They just lose all the progress, right? All this months worth of progress, and then they just like drop it because, oh yeah, like I'm dealing with personal stuff. Okay, cool, but then just make sure you're taking care of yourself as well, because like when you're dealing with that personal stuff, you're kind of bringing yourself down as well. You're just making it harder for yourself. You're dealing with more stress. You're dealing with the stress of your friends or family dying, but you're also dealing with the stress of like, yo, I didn't get my workouts done. I'm not eating healthy. When I'm eating healthy, my body just feels like crap, right? Or like I'm not moving enough. When I don't move enough, my body and my mind just feels like crap as well. So when you drop everything, what's gonna happen is you're just gonna make it everything harder for yourself. That's what it is. And I don't understand why women just like quit at this point. You just gotta keep on going at this point, to be honest. But again, you can just go less harder in the gym, right? Maybe just do 2 workouts during this time when it's hard, or maybe just go for 8,000 steps a day instead of 10 or 12, right? Or make sure that you portion control rather than just track your food, right? Eating more whole foods during this time, okay? You got to be doing everything in your power as well in order to make sure that you reduce the stress of that traumatic event, okay? But I just wanted to make this video today because I feel like a lot of ladies, they just drop everything, which is not, it's not the healthy way of doing things. You just gotta accept the truth that that is life. That's what it is. You're gonna deal with people passing away. You're gonna deal with friends passing away, family passing away due to sickness, and usually that sickness is from just them not living a healthy lifestyle. Like, shouldn't that be like a wake up call for you as well? It's like, yo, like most of the time when friends and family pass away, it's because you know that they weren't living a healthy life, right? Like for me, like that was like a wake up call for me, like when my aunt passed away, or like when other people in my life passed away as well. They weren't living a healthy life, right? That's what I have to do right now, is just make sure I'm living a healthy life, and that also makes sure like it's not just physically, it's also mentally as well. Like if you have that right mindset, that's what's gonna help you live longer as well, and not worry about like health concerns, the concern of maybe taking medication or going to the hospital, waiting 5 hours in line in the ER. That's honestly the worst thing ever. Like I've done that so many times where I waited in the ER for 5 hours just because like my body was feeling bad. And that's what like I like this is why I do this health and fitness stuff too. I hate waiting in line in the ER. Yeah. Again, I just wanted to share this. I just wanted to be real with everyone that is dealing with some traumatic stuff. But yeah, again, I'm not talking down on them. I'm just saying that like, yeah, like this should be used as a wake up call, right? And I'll also, even though you're not religious, but I do pray for these people that they prioritize their health and fitness more, because we could live longer and healthier lives when we just focus on just moving more, eating healthier, enjoying the takeout food at times, right? Um, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just some real talk today. Peace out. Hope you have a great week. Hope you enjoyed my little tour of the room. But yeah, we got this. Got this diaper dispenser. Just open it, it closes. From our friend. But yeah, and also we got like a lot of my mom wrapped these individually. There's like 10 of these Huggies wipes, and apparently they are super underrated, and you're gonna need a lot of them when you become a parent. But yeah, mini tour, mini rant, not really rant, mini real talk, because I feel like people need to hear the truth sometimes. Anyways, peace.